I can't believe how many takes this video to make. Hey, Bruce Naylor, your boomer consumer. I gotta slow down. I gotta calm down. I get really excited. I normally talk about hi-fi, that's something I'm really passionate about. So why am I making a video about buying the new Mac Studio? Well, this channel runs on a Mac. I use Final Cut Pro to edit my videos, Pixelmator Pro to do my thumbnails, and I've been using a Mac Mini for the last 4 years, I believe. I have the 2018 Mac Mini, three and a half years, something like that. And I bought mine originally with 16 gigs of RAM and a Core i7. And, you know, Apple, it was a wonderful little machine, but Apple crippled it when it comes to the GPU because they just use the UHD 630 that come with the chip. And so I got an eGPU and all that kind of stuff. And it's been a pretty good little machine, but it was time to upgrade. And, you know, I was waiting patiently at the spring event because all the leaks, it was definitely coming after a few other disappointments. I had everything ready and it just didn't happen. Instead, Apple comes out with a brand new computer. So let me give you my 5 reasons why I bought a Mac Studio. Reason number 1, the Mac Mini has been suffering Bluetooth issues since the day I bought it. This is not uncommon. I know maybe not everybody's had Bluetooth issues, but that's certainly a problem. I'm also tired of the eGPU. Boy, for the first year or so, it was just running updates to Mac OS. It was just unplugging the eGPU and plugging directly into the Mac. Apple had broke some stuff on that kind of thing. It seems to be getting a little bit slower as it ages. And of course, I'm shooting these videos in 4K. I wanted to take my channel to another level. I want to do even more intense editing on the videos. And I just thought, you know, it's time. I need something a little bit more powerful. And I also run my small business on it as well. So yeah, the Mac Mini just really isn't cutting it like it did initially. Reason number 2, ports, baby, ports. Right now I have a CalDigit dock, okay? But with the new Mac Studio, I'm getting 4 Thunderbolt 4 ports, I'm getting 2 USB-A ports, 2 USB-C ports, an SD card slot, HDMI. I no longer will need a dock connected to my computer. All the ports I could possibly need are right there on one machine and the nice small form factor. And I can ditch the eGPU, which takes up too much space on the desktop, and it makes noise. It's just not good. It's not conducive to productivity. The Mac Studio should eliminate all of that. Reason number 3, and I think this is really significant. Apple is definitely wanting to move people off of the Intel architecture onto their own chip. And one thing that I think you're going to see more and more of, and yes, they're going to continue to support Mac OS on Intel for quite some time. But what I do think you're going to see is more and more very special features that require the M1 in the Mac OS. So I think they're basically going to just kind of force you into an upgrade anyway if you want to take advantage of some really the cool stuff that they're going to offer in the OS. So in a way, the Mac Studio is a little bit more future-proofing, if you will, over having and relying on the Intel Mac. Reason number 4, performance, man, performance. You know, I said I thought it was getting us a little bit slower and slower. I've never seen the M1 processor up close and personal. I was almost ready to pull the trigger on the M1 Mac Mini just so I could get more performance. So I was looking at, you know, the specs, and if you take a look at the Intel chip in that 2018 Mac Mini, you have a Geekbench single core score of 1101, and then a multi-core of 5503, but with the M1 Max, it comes in the Mac Studio, a single core score of 1747 and a multi-core of 12232. That's like a night and day difference. And of course, with the 24 core GPU, it's should mop the floor with the Intel's UHD 630. Again, I won't need that eGPU anymore. So this is a wicked little beast. I was prepared to get a Mac Mini. I was hoping to call with a M1 Pro chip and 32 gigs of RAM. So this was actually more computer than I thought I was going to need. But you know what? Again, future proofing, but I'm going to get significant performance improvements. Even the M1 in the basic Mac Mini should obliterate the performance of the Intel CPU on the 2018 Mac Mini. Reason number 5, purpose. A similarly equipped Mac with the M1 processor, right, would be the 14-inch MacBook Pro. And that's like $3,100. And I don't need a laptop. I need a desktop machine. And I'm not a fan of the iMac. And of course, Apple pulled the 27-inch iMac off the market. Now you can only get a 24-inch. And we don't know if and when we will see a 27-inch iMac. And furthermore, I've never been a big fan of the iMac or all-in-one PCs. When all-in-one PC, you get a laptop. I'm just not a big fan of them, but I know a lot of people who are, and that's wonderful. So in the product line, you have the M1 Mac Mini desktop up to 16 gigs of RAM and just your M1. You have the 24-inch iMac desktop, and then you've got the Mac Pro for a desktop machine. One of those things start at like $6,000 or something like that. It's crazy. And without a new Mac Mini in the foreseeable future, that just leaves the Mac Studio. And maybe that is the Mac Mini Pro. Maybe we won't see a more higher powered Mac Mini, at least again for the foreseeable future. Maybe next time it's refreshed, it'll come with an M2. But yeah, those are my 5 different reasons why I got the Mac Studio. It's overkill, probably. More powerful machine than what I'll probably need. But it was the only alternative, really. I could keep waiting and keep living with the M1 Mac, or not the M1, the Intel Mac Mini with the eGPU and all that, but it's not going to get any better with age. So I might as well get with the program, get something that's going to last me for a while, and something I can grow into. That's it. I'd like to get your thoughts on the Mac Studio. Oh, and I did not get the display. That was another, I just wanted to bring that up. Did not get the Studio display. I like my ultra wides, and I'm more productive with ultra wides than a 27-inch display. That's it. Bruce Naylor, your Boomer Consumer. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to your comments down below. Take it easy. Peace.